I look good. I look good. How are you? Welcome to the show. Let's see. I'm going to give everybody a minute to come in here. No Charlie again tonight. Kind of bullshit. Got to be honest with you. He is, he's got this never-ending hockey season that he's dealing with. Our boy Dimitri. So, puck's deep. Hope he gets the job done. I have myself, where the hell is everybody? I got Yoo-Hoo tonight. Not a sponsor. There's Dennis. I only got like 2 bottles of water left. And I want to save it for work tomorrow. And I already had a Pepsi. Hey, Scott. I already got a Pepsi. And I didn't want to this is all I had left. So I'm having a Yoo-Hoo, like a 10-year-old boy. Oh, I love Yoo-Hoo. Yes, it's a fine product. All right. Hi, Steve. How are you? I am. How about some retweets? Oh, where's my phone? You know what? I probably don't even need it. Don't need any distractions tonight. All right. How about that? We'll do our thing and we'll get out of here. And I'll send the text later. There's Mike. How are you? Good evening. There's Kyle Dotson. Fucking ringer. Nice to see you. Get lucky. Get very lucky. Pick a team and then have half the field wiped out by a weather situation. And then, coincidentally, have, what's that, 56 divided by 5, 50? I don't know. 80% of your team on the right side of the draw and have your one guy get through on the bad side of the draw and hope for the best. I'm off tomorrow, going to Meadowlands, got it, bet golf, and the tourney. All right, good luck. It's on low volume. We're keeping it low. We're keeping it low pro. What's up, buddy? I don't know. Okay. Steve, I don't know. The golf tournament's already started. You're not gonna have live odds. All right, good. Happy Purim, Steve. You want me to raise the volume? I don't want to be screaming. I'm not in the mood to scream. I'm tired. All right, I'm going to get started. Where am I going to start? I got no show and tell. We had a big show and tell week last week. Oh, I lost my paddle. Let me get my paddle. Sorry about that. I got a little bit of that. My paddle here. All right. I need to figure out a way to make that stay. Because it falls behind the couch all the time. That's like the 5th time I've had to pick it up. So, maybe I can hang it. I don't know. Put it up here. Oh, shit. No, we don't want to do that. Good old Pops. All right, so, good big show and tell week last week. I'll call Bookie after the show. All right, Steve. Good. Yeah, I have no shout outs, I don't think. All right, we got no birthdays. We got 2 big birthdays next week. Huge. And I played a little golf today. I hit some good shots. Hit the ball off the tee very well. I had a lot of good drives. Driver was in play. Irons are offline. Good contact, but offline. A little windy out there. All right, got gusted a few times. Gets in your head, the wind. The wind gets in your head. Chipping was a bit of a disaster. Putting was really bad. It was the first time I played that golf course. Some tricky spots. We were blaming the architect because you gotta. This is weird. This is one hole. Couldn't fucking believe it. You're on the near the crest of a hill, right? You're on a hill. You can see the green, and you can see the flag. It's like, all right, I just gotta get it. Let's go to the flag. And you hit your shot. Looks good. All right, maybe a little short to the right. We go over the hill. There's a fucking huge bunker. Short right. Just gobbling up golf balls. So that was a disaster. Like, great tee shot, great iron shot, and then all, 7. It's bullshit. So it's a little tricky. Still gotta work on our short game. But hit the ball well. Baby steps. My score is not. I don't think the score is a fair representation of my ability. Because I accumulate shots in a hurry. I turn a lot of 4s into 5s and 5s into 6s and 6s into 7s. Or 5s into 7s. So it wasn't that bad. Good company. Shout out CP, Stephen Hennessy. That was a good day. All right. But yeah, a lot of doubles today. A lot of doubles. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's my brother. All right. At Augusta, me, my brother, Pops. Nice little family photo. The Nagel boys. Shout out to my brother. All right. But the whole point of that was for Dad. I mean, so selfish. The agronomy wasn't great. I didn't get specific things. Oh, and I forgot to ask about the 2-hole thing. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit here and talk about CP all night. All right, so those are our shout-outs and announcements. Should we do the listener league again? No, I'm kidding. All right. All right, so let's talk about Valspar. Get right into it. All right. We did our pleasantries. Nobody's got anything interesting to say, so that's good. All right, Valspar. I've had a horrendous history at this tournament. I think I know why. I think I figured it out. I was trying to figure it out. That's all I've been doing for the last 2 days. Like, why am I so bad at the fucking Valspar? Well, maybe, just maybe, I'm assigning the wrong kind of players to this golf tournament. And so we're going to change it up this year. We're going to do something a little different. All right? Rutgers plays at 9. Screw you, Steve. Screw you. Go watch Rutgers. I don't give a shit. Charlie's got a hockey game. So I've been very bad at the Valspar. The only what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to take my sweet ass time now, Steve. The only competitive effort I made was back in 2018. I had Sergio as my one and done pick, and he finished 4th. But outside of that, 2019, possibly my worst DraftKings lineup ever. 1 out of 6, and the one was a T65, Chesson Hadley. I've mentioned this before, but that was the week of my brother's bachelor party. So we took a trip down the South Beach, and just may have been a little lax in the prep that week. Who knows? But I picked 5 guys who missed the cut and Chesson Hadley. So that was not good. And then last year, I had 2 guys make the cut. I had Sungjae T29 and Brant Snedeker T11. Russell Henley was my one and done. He missed the cut. So I've been bad. 3 out of 12 in the last 2 years. Not great, Bob. So what am I doing wrong? Now, I've always had in my head Valspar is like one of these shorter Kevin Na type golf courses. Right, like I make comps to like the Heritage and like Pebble, just shorter, narrow, accuracy, short knocker type golf courses. Not these. Rendon, get out of here. I already told you who was good. I already told you. I'm sticking with it. I already told you. So I've always thought it was a short knockers type golf course. And maybe that's where I've been wrong. You know, if your narrative's wrong and you play a certain narrative and then get the narrative wrong, oh, you're going to have a bad week. Well, that's happened. I mean, the guys I was playing the year I went 1 out of 6, Steve Stricker, Adam Hadwin, who won here, by the way, Webb Simpson, Ryan Moore, Michael Thompson. Why did I play Michael Thompson? I don't fucking know. But you can see the common theme from those guys. Webb, Moore, Stricker, Hadwin. Bunch of bunters. You hope that, and good putters that you hope Russell Henley. You guy bunters that you hope make a bunch of putts. Well, yeah. Well, if you're counting on the most vitriolic statistic, things could go bad in a hurry. And they did. So you know what? We're not doing that anymore. All right, we're at another Florida golf course. It's going to be hard. Might have some wind. Take a look at the agronomy of the greens. We were just talking about Valspar. They're the same greens as with the overseed, with the Players and PGA West and Valero Texas Open and Scottsdale. So if guys have any success at those types of places, that might mean something here. So I found something I thought was very interesting. I'm going to share it with you because that's what I do. So I was looking at Valspar course history. Like who's been good here? There's a lot of mixed bags, but I guess some of the guys, I was looking at some of them that had some good finishes here at the Valspar. And I grouped those guys into, where do these guys play well? And what's a commonality? I think it was my new best friend, Stevie Bamford. He mentioned it kind of plays like a Carolina golf course. I think Andy Lack said that as well. And I kept going back to Quail Hollow. Just some of the names up on the top of the leaderboard. Well, I don't know how I ended up here. But I also ended up at Bay Hill. I think I ended up at Bay Hills because some of the stuff that I listened to this week, and it wasn't a lot because everything was delayed. I didn't start paying attention until yesterday. Pricing came out late. Odds came out late. Shows came out late. Whatever. So the stuff that I did hear about the course description, they said there's 5 par 3s and I think 4 out of the 5 are over 200 yards. So long par 3s over 200 yards. And even though this is technically like a shorter course, there's a lot of long iron shots. A lot of shots from 175 to 200. And when I was hearing this and I was hearing these descriptions, it's like, we kind of just heard this at Bay Hill just a couple weeks ago. Oh my God. I would never correlate Bay Hill with Valspar. But the shots, Bay Hill's got 4 4 long par 3s, all over 200 yards. It's a big, beefy golf course. It has a lot of long iron shots. 175, 200, 225, whatever. So I asked my friend, Twitterless Steve, not my new best friend, just my regular friend. I asked him, I said, hey, can you check out the shot dispersion rate from Bay Hill and Valspar? And if you look at that, he sent it to me. And if you look at that, it's if you add up the percentages of shots from 175, 225, or 150 to 225, those two ranges, they're both like 38%. So the shot distribution is basically the same. So maybe that's why I've been wrong. I've been playing all these short knockers on this beast of a golf course, especially if you have wind and everything else. Now, can shorter players play well here? Yeah. If they make a lot of putts and they're great around the green and they can save par, yeah, they're fantastic. But we're not going to do that anymore this year. So I fucking hate you, Clam Diver. Well, I played golf today, D-Lo. So yeah, I was in my Xander garb. Although I have a Nike shirt on underneath. So anyway, before I got distracted by that fucking idiot. Not you, D-Lo. So I was looking at the shot dispersions. And then I was like, all right, well, let me take a look at Bay Hill. And wouldn't you know it? A lot of coincidence. And especially, and then from Bay Hill, then I started looking at Quail Hollow. Because if you think Bay Hill, well, who's really good at Bay Hill? Rory McIlroy's really good at Bay Hill. He's a great long iron player. Well, Rory McIlroy's also good at Quail Hollow. Oh, that's odd. Well, let me just take a look at Quail Hollow the last couple of years. See what's going on there. Found some stuff. Like, this is going to take a minute. Sorry if you missed Rucker's tip. It's going to take a guy like Louis Oosthuizen. He's got 2 top 10s at the Valspar. He was second in the PGA at Quail Hollow. He has a T9 at Arnold at Bay Hill. Paul Casey, he's won the Valspar twice. He's got a T4 at Quail Hollow. He's got a T9 and a T10 at Bay Hill. Long iron player. Jason Kokrak. A couple weeks ago, he was Mr. Arnold Palmer. He's a chalky pick this week. 3 top 10s at the Valspar. A 4th and a 6th at Arnold Palmer. Even a bunter like Abe Answer, who's got a 5th and a 16th here. He's got a second at Quail. He finished second at Quail Hollow to Rory last year, in between Rory and Victor Hovland. Hovland was 3rd here last year. Go to Quail Hollow. Finished 3rd at Bay Hill or 2nd at Bay Hill. Long irons. Sam Burns, T9 at Bay Hill not too long ago. Last year's defending champion. Patrick Reed, two T2s at the Valspar. Tied for 2nd at the PGA Championship at Quail Hollow. T6 when it was the Wells Fargo at Quail Hollow. Bay Hill, T7, T15. Long irons. Now, yeah, fine. Some of these guys are elite players. I understand that. How about fucking Vaughn Taylor? Vaughn Taylor, down in the 6s this week. His last 2 Valspars, 6th and 18th. He's got a T13 at Quail Hollow and a 2007 Arnold Palmer Invitational, 3rd place. Vaughn Taylor. Keith Mitchell, T11 at the Valspar, T5 at Bay Hill, T3 at Quail Hollow. So you could say whatever you want, whatever your predestined notion, predetermined notion is that Valspar's a shorter course and you play shorter hitters. Luke Donald's got great here and all that shit, and Adam Hadwin and Luke Donald. Yeah, I get it. But I've been doing that the last couple of years, and I'm 1 out of 6 and I'm 2 out of 6. Fuck that. I'm playing good long iron players. Bottom line. That's what it's going to be about this week. And hope that they make some couple of putts. That's why it's team no putt. Yeah, well, you can't be great at everything. If you're a great long iron player, you're probably a shitty putter. Hello, Hideki. Also in the mix of Quail Hollow, by the way. All right. So that is what I was looking at. I looked at some ownership. I made a late pivot. And that's it. Let's go through our lineup. Let's see who we like. Do I have anything else here? Discount double check. So I have a lot of examples of Bay Hill and Quail Hollow. Two big, beefy golf courses, but requires a lot of good long iron play. And yes, you do have to make some putts. We'll do that later. All right, so let's go through the slate. Let's go through the slate. I don't need that. Cheers. I love you, CP. I said to Chris Powers today. I said, listen, I'm not calling you out. You do whatever the hell you want. But you don't feel a little embarrassed that you're dressed like your wife? That's not a thing. You're not a little self-conscious? Walk around those EVR pants. Beautiful golf swing, though. Just great flow. Fucking tempo. Plays this beautiful draw for when he doesn't overcook it. It's unbelievable. Fucking pure. Pound Town. All right. We are a week removed from the Players. We are 3 weeks away from the Masters. It's probably wrong to assume, but that's probably what you're gearing your game up for right now. If you are a Masters contender, let's say. That being said, you can see after, first of all, there hasn't been a lot of elite winners this year. Excuse me. Even at some of the bigger events, which haven't been that many. But you have, I'm really worried about motivation. This is like a get right spot. We're a month out. The Players is over and done with. Now, what are we looking forward to next? So if you're a Justin Thomas or Victor Hovland or Colin or Xander or DJ, how important is it? What's your motivation this week? Are we just going to work on some things? Are we just going to make things right? We're not make sure we're nice and healthy and we're feeling good about our game? Or are we hunting down a trophy because we need a trophy? Or is it like, all right, let's just get right. You know, we have a month. So, that being said, Justin Thomas does like to win right before a major. He's done it and then not win a major. He's done it a couple of times. He won that WGC, I think, a week before the PGA. Not the PGA. Wait, 2000. Yeah, maybe it was the PGA. Maybe it was the U.S. Open. I don't remember. But he won. It was the 2020. All the majors were in the fall. So it might have been the PGA. Good. Bounce yourself. Bounce yourself. I mean, you come here and you say, what? I feel like I'm watching this to eliminate people? What does that mean? Explain that comment. If you're looking at long irons and Quail Hollow, and JT is an obviously a good play, so is Victor Hovland. Colin's not sneaking up on anybody. So if you ownership-wise, Xander's the best play because he's almost like 9-10% owned. How long have we been waiting for that? Jesus Christ, one more month. Just a few more weeks, Xander. Hang on, buddy. Hang on. Don't pop. Just relax. Just go about your business. Stay under the radar. Let somebody else win. We're focused a month from now. that being said, he's probably the best play in that range, ownership-wise. I'm fading all these guys because I just don't think any of them are going to win. Not that they can't win, but this is a scrimmage. This is a scrimmage. You said you were 1 of 6 making the cut last 2 years. 1 of 6 and 2 of 6, asshole. And I've totally changed the type of player that I'm looking for, and I'm fucking hot. And if you come here to hear who I like and then decide not to play them, fine, go ahead. That's smart, because I do that to a lot of other people too. So who am I to say not to? But did tell you to play Cam Smith last week, didn't I? Prick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not sensitive at all. So I'm not fading the 10s. All right, fuck the 10s. It's a scrimmage. That's what I'm going with. Can they all win? Yes. Are they all great ball strikers? Yes. They all have good Quail Hollow history? Yes. I understand. Will one of them finish in the top 10? Yeah. Which one? I don't fucking know. So do I play 5 lineups and put one of them in each? How about that? All right. Moving on. Problem solved. The 9s. Louis 8%, 18% owned. Kokrak's 20. A lot of ownership here in the 9s. Louis, Burns, Answer, Kokrak. Now, ownership might be a little wonky. Again, late release of the pricing, late release of odds, podcasts, articles. So if you are a fan share subscriber or ownership person, then I'd wait till later. Maybe they come out with one more. I'm going to say yes, that they do. I don't see. So this is just a guide. Although it did guide me off of a guy. I'll tell you that. So I like Terrell Hatton. Yes. Let's talk about young Terrell. He is 11% owned, which is almost half of our friend Jason Kokrak, the big Saudi. Terrell Hatton, his last 6 starts, T16, T9, T6, T4, T28, T2, T13. He was fortunate enough to be in the right side of the draw last week, I'm assuming. He was in the mix in the top 10, near in the top 5 at the Players, and put one into the drink on 17 on Monday, and then I think bogeyed 18 and fell to T13. But this guy, T16, T9, T6, T4, T28, T2, T13. That is solid golf. Playing good golf. Talked about Bay Hill. Fucking stud at Bay Hill. First, second, fourth. Long irons. Maybe make some putts. Now, he missed a cut here in his one appearance. Fine. Shoot him. No course history. Helps his ownership for all you course history stands. He hasn't won an event since January of 2021. Maybe he wants to get back into the winner's circle. Maybe he knows he's not a great play for Augusta. Perhaps. Maybe he just wants to get a win. He's been close a lot lately. He has a T2 at Congaree. Why do I mention that? Well, that was like a golf course you'd only seen once. He finished second. It's in Carolina. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Not a great record, not much of a record at Quail Hollow to speak of, but a pretty good record at Bay Hill. And I'm going to play Terrell Hatton because he seems to be very unpopular, unowned, whatever. Terrell Hatton's going to be my one and done pick. Terrell Hatton was the first guy that I bet at 25-1. I think he's right in that sweet spot of not super elite, but been a little while since he won, and I could just kind of see it. If this Bay Hill comp is right, besides Rory, who else would you want? You want Terrell Hatton. So I'm going with that. All right, if you don't like it, tough shit. Steve, call your bookie. Bet Terrell Hatton. You're welcome. That should work out well. I won't hear about that at all. All right. Shane Lowry was good for me last week. I'm going to pass this week. Sam Burns, he's interesting. Although last year's Valspar was played on more of a true Bermuda green surface, and now we got overseed because it's earlier in the year. So you're going to play Bermuda Burns on overseed. Just be careful. How'd that work out at the Players? Worked out okay. Not great. Brooksy, I don't like Brooksy at all. My boy Chad has likes Brooksy a lot. I don't see it. Talk about a fucking scrimmage. My brother likes Abe Answer. Is the week early card in play this week? I had Abe last week. Abe was my one and done. It's possible. Long iron player. Abe Answer popping up at Quail Hollow. Popping up at big boy golf courses. Good long iron player. Quail Hollow. Even the Ocean course, the Pete Dye. He top 10 there. I remember last year at Quail Hollow mocking Abe Answer, saying, what the hell is he doing on this 8,000-yard golf course? Fucking finished second between Rory and Victor. Shut my ass up. So, yeah, and good record here, 16 and 5th. It's a fine play. I mean, he's popular. A week early? I could see it. I could definitely see it. I do not besmirch the play. I do. It's kind of the same with the big Saudi, Jason Kokrak. Yeah, he's 20% owned. All right, fine. I get it. He's great at Bay Hill. He hasn't missed a cut in a while. He's been okay. He's got a good record here. I understand that. He had a good record at API, and what, he finished 25th? I understand the Kokrak thing. Another week early guy? Candidate? Yeah. All right. Possibly. But you know what? Screw that. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to play my boy 6% ownership. I'll go back to Tommy Fleetwood. All right? Mr. Florida Golf Course. Tommy Fleetwood put the ball in the drink on 17 at Honda, missed the cut by 1. And then went T20, T22. He's really not playing that bad. He is not in the U.S. Open, by the way. He's in all the other majors, but he's not in the U.S. Open. He's 47th official world golf ranking. Got to stay in that top 50. Playing good golf. Leading up to the Masters. At Bay Hill, Tommy Fleetwood's got a T3 and a T10. At Quail Hollow, he's got a T14. It's his first appearance here. No ownership at all. He hasn't won a tournament since November of 2019. That's pre-COVID. All right? Might be a little hungry, a little motivated. 6% owned. I like Tommy Fleetwood. Euros. I saw, I put out my tweet, the last couple of Valspars. People like to chime in with their thoughts, which I'm all for. Give me your thoughts. I don't mind. And somebody said, I think it was Jedlo. I think he said Euros and somebody else. Basically, he said pick half the world, but he did say Euros because they stand out. Long iron players. Proper golf. All right, so I like Tommy Fleetwood. I don't have much more to offer on that. Now, this is where it gets interesting. My dad, I think, is taking Matthew Fitzpatrick as his one and done. I like that. Another guy with a good Bay Hill record. Long iron player. It's not a coincidence, guys. He's coming in like 17% owned. He's right there with Louis and Burns and Answer. Hey, pick your own losers, man. Well, some of them are going to play well and some of them aren't. That's the name of the game. I figure out who it is. But I'm going to play Tommy Fleetwood because I'm an idiot. And I'm hot and I'm playing with house money and I don't give a shit. All right. $8,000 range. I thought if you look at my notes here, you can see like a little scribble out. I started making a case. And then I looked at ownership. And Keegan fucking Bradley is 22% owned. All right? Highest guy on the board, I think. That is fucking banana land. That is Clown Town. One of the first golf podcasts I ever listened to was Kenny Kim and Brad Messersmith. Fantasy Golf Degenerates podcast. And they had like a running bit. Brad did. He's not there anymore. You never play Keegan. It doesn't matter under any circumstance. Never play Keegan. Your life would be easier. But you don't have to watch him. You don't have to follow him. You don't have to see the putts. You don't have to do anything. Just eliminate. Just pretend he doesn't exist. All right, that's the rule. Now I thought, all right, well, yeah, I know the rule, but I think I might get Keegan in a good spot here. He's a good long iron player, and he's popped his head up a couple times the last couple weeks. I even said last week on the Golf Gambling Podcast, Boston Capper, he's a Boston guy. He loves playing Keegan. And I'm surprised he didn't like Keegan at 6,800 or 6,900, whatever he was. And then Keegan was, tied for the lead on the back nine on Monday. Well, apparently everybody saw that. And he finished second here last year, and now he's got 22% ownership. That's crazy. So I started making a case for Keegan. His Bay Hill record was really good, and Quail Hollow, and he's been doing all right this year. His last two starts have been good. And then I saw 22%, and I crossed it all out. That's just bad DFS play. Keegan Bradley's not good enough. There are no guarantees in this game. Keegan Bradley's not good enough to come through at 22% ownership. It's just not that easy. That's a bad play. Even if he fucking wins the tournament, it's a bad play. And I hope you can understand the difference and what I mean by that. It's just a bad play. Could it work out? Yes, it could work out. You could play him and he can win, and you're a genius. But the odds are is that it's not going to work out. And you're screwed because you're playing somebody that's 22% old. And you're not gaining anything. Listen, I'm not a math whiz. Just trust me on this. It's stupid. Don't do it. So, I play Gary Woodland. I jumped up $100 and I played Gary Woodland, who is half the ownership of Keegan Bradley. It's a fucking coin flip as to who's going to have a better week, Keegan Bradley or Gary Woodland. So what do? You play the low ownership. That's simple. If you don't understand that, I can't help you. So yeah, I play Gary Woodland at 8,500. My boy Russell Knox is 17% owned. Again, fucking Clown Town. What are you doing? Leave my boy Russell alone. What the hell did he ever do to you? Did he finish top 10 at a Players on a Pete Dye golf course in the wind? Yeah, because that's what Russell Knox does. Leave Russell alone. Wait to the Travelers. And if nobody's playing him at the Travelers, play him then. That's the plan. That's, 3 months from now? It's just take it easy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Playing Russell Knox. It's 17% owned. You're out of your minds. I love Russell Knox. You're not going to find it. I guarantee you, nobody in this audience has ever followed Russell Knox around for 36 holes at the TPC River Highlands. All right? I am a Russell Knox fan, dragging my daughter around. Come on, we got to watch Russell Knox. So what's the case for Gary Woodland then? All right, now he won here before, but that was before there was some type of renovation, restoration. I don't know. One of those. They made some slight changes. I don't know how important they are. But this is his 11th appearance. Does experience matter? I don't fucking know. But if it does, he's got it. Now, he's playing his 4th week in a row. He's coming off a miscut, so fine, gets a couple extra days. But he clearly likes this tournament. That's apparent. He's played here 10 years in a row. He's playing here on a 4th week in a row. He likes himself some Valspar. Coming in pretty decent form. 5th at Bay Hill, 5th at Honda. Missed the cut at the Players. I understand. I think I saw Rob Bolton said that he was in the good part of the wave. Hey, where'd I go? He's got a 5th at Quail Hollow. Oh, my Wi-Fi is bad. Got bad Wi-Fi. Can you guys see me and hear me all right? Strong signal. Yeah, okay. We're good. Kyle Dotson. 78 don't have Keegan. Am I right? Yeah, that's true. 78% doesn't have Keegan, but that's not really the point. I only gave out 1 pick. Bet Terrell Hatton. Tommy Fleetwood ain't bad either. He might shock some people. Yeah, that's fine. Go watch Rutgers. I give a shit. All right. Hey, Steve, if you're here, bet some first half unders if you're into that. Every game in March Madness. First half under. First round. All right. Gary Woodland. He's got a 5th at Quail Hollow. At the PGA Championship, he was T22 at Quail Hollow. If you care about agronomy, he won waste management. Same greens that they have here at the Valspar. He also won here at Valspar. I heard my new best friend Stevie Banford mention Riviera and maybe some cross-contamination between Riviera and Valspar. I'm going to take Stevie Banford's word for it. It's my new best friend. Gary Woodland, 2nd Riviera at one point in his career. He hasn't had a win since the U.S. Open. What was that, 2019? All right. Complete the comeback, Gary Woodland. Getting no respect. They're playing fucking Keegan Bradley at twice the rate they're playing you. You're going to take that? A golf course that requires long irons? I don't know. Kind of like it. Kind of like Gary Woodland. I originally took Keegan over Woodland only because of that 4th week in a row thing. But now I'm just going to say, you know what? It's his 11th year playing Valspar. He's playing good golf. He should have won Bay Hill. Let's fucking go, Gary Woodland. All right? Fuck! That's right. Fuck! All right, so he won't win. God damn it! Fuck! Oh, that sucks! I fucking knew that too. God! Can he make a cut, though? That's the thing. Can he make a cut? He can make a cut. Come on, Gary Woodland. You can make a cut. You love the Valspar. Stay for the weekend. At this point, I'll take a fucking T55. Oh, you just pissed in my Cheerios, man. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, hey, happy to amuse you as always. Fuck me in the goat ass. You fucking button hook me. I have no other recourse there. Kisner? Kisner kind of popped up at Quail Hollow, didn't he? Or is that Bell Reef? That might have been Bell Reef. Kisner did pop a little bit at last week he played well. and he kind of showed up a little bit at Waste Management. So maybe greens are an issue. Made a couple of putts. He was stuck in the bad wave last week. I'm going to research this further. I reserve the right to pivot from Gary Woodland to Kevin Kisner upon review of Kisner's resume. I'm not going to do that live on the air. But I may have to rethink this because I don't love Woodland. Fuck. All right, so I have a little work to do after the show. I already bet Woodland too because I'm an idiot. And I have Monopoly money, and I just bet this guy, bet that guy, $10 here, $10 there. It's ridiculous. All right. $7,000 range. Adam Hadwin, 18% owned. You filthy animals. What are you doing? That's Adam Hadwin. Do you remember him? A very prominent figure on this show. You're put him at 18% ownership? Maybe the ownership is wrong. It's certainly possible. These are early projections. I didn't see anybody else in the sevens that was, puke worthy. There's some decent names there. But I'm going to play this guy. I've been giving this guy a bunch of shit. But he fits the narrative I'm looking for. I don't want a bunter that's going to miss putts and go home. I want somebody with some good long iron play that's going to miss putts and go home. I shit on this guy a couple of weeks ago. And I said, are we done with this experiment? And I know what happened. Guy had a great fall. Bunch of top 20s. Shot link data going all crazy. And then you look at it 3 months later. Oh, his last 32 rounds, this guy's off the charts. Yeah. That was fucking November. It's February. It don't matter. But Aaron Wise, who finished T17 at Bay Hill, is 12% owned. He has not won a tournament since 2018. His record at Quail Hollow is fucking impeccable. 2018, T2. 2019, T18. 2021, T9. That's pretty good. I'll take any one of those this week, Aaron Wise. Finished T50 at the Players. I don't know what wave he was in. I don't give a shit. It's a Pete Dye track. I don't care. It's his second appearance. He's finished 68th here his first time. I don't care about that. I got dressed down by that Quail Hollow record, and I'm going with this narrative. He's good enough at Quail Hollow. He was halfway decent at Bay Hill. This is the first time in my life, I believe. My hat's crooked. It's the first time in my life, I believe, I'm playing Aaron Wise. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to hope for the best. He's played well at Florida golf courses before, like the Honda. It was an event he should have won. I just think this is the type of tournament post big event that this is a place where a guy like an Aaron Wise would pop up, and we all remember. Oh, Aaron Wise, yeah, he's pretty good. Remember him? So I'm gonna play Aaron Wise and hope for the best. Kisner API past performances. No, I'll do the research. I don't try to get into my brain of what I'm looking for and everything else. It's just something to think about. But off the top of my head, I know he popped at certain places. There was a major that he showed up at. Obviously, it was Quail Hollow was a lot firmer and faster. Just going to take a look at Kisner. I got to look at his whole resume. I go back years. See what sticks out. Find some anomalies. Anomalies. All right, next. Where are we? I'm getting tired. We have. So, yeah, I'm going to play Aaron Wise. My boy CP mentioned Christian Bezanahut. Oddly enough, priced right next to how do you say that guy's name? Brett Wiesberger? Is it Brett? I don't know. It's the burnt cheeseburger. So I never knew the difference between Bert Wiesberger and Christian Bezanahut. I know that's not really fair. And now they're priced right next to each other. I know Bezanahut had the week off last week. You want to value that at all? Fine. I'm still waiting for Christian Bezanahut to do something on a golf course that is something I need to pay attention to. And to this point, he has not done that. I don't recall him ever doing anything. Ever. He won in Europe a couple times. Congratulations. I am going to play. We like Euros, right? I am going to play Francisco Molinari. How gross is that? It's pretty fucking gross. But you know what Francisco Molinari is good at? Fucking long irons. It's his third appearance here, but he hasn't played here in like 5-6 years. So I don't give a shit. This is a guy who's won Bay Hill. He finished second at the PGA Championship at Quail Hollow. He also has a T16 at the Wells Fargo at Quail Hollow. If you're worried about greens, he just finished sixth at the American Express. Same type of greens. He hasn't missed a cut yet this year. 6th, 62nd, 43rd, 55th, 42nd. It's not great. Okay, I get that. No MCs in there. He hasn't won since 2019. Arnold Palmer. The Masters is coming up. He's got some demons. Got to get right. Got to get right. 6% owned. This is a roll of the dice. If we're right about this, Bay Hill thing and long irons, maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. Molinari, fucking sleeper. Big, deep sleeper. Almost dead. Big sleeper. That's all I got on Molinari. All right, not a lot of juice. Redmond, Griffin, McCarthy, Schwab, Pant. I didn't really like anybody. There's this guy, Taylor Moore, that I looked at. He's like a rookie. I can't do that. I'm already gambling enough here. Kenny, you're fine. Relax. I wasn't gonna play a rookie. I want a veteran. Now, I originally picked this guy when I had Keegan on my team. And Aaron Wise. Two guys I don't really like. So I'm like, you know what? I need a little energy. All right, I played a lot of Euros, a lot of monotones. Well, Hatton's got a little juice, but, Molinari's just kind of moping around. I need a little juice. I need a little energy. I need some big dick energy. All right, some BDE. So I went ahead and I played my old friend, Big Dick Nick Taylor. Yeah, Big Dick Nick Taylor. Nagel. What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, let me tell you something. Do a little research. All right? Rested. Didn't play last week. Well rested. 5% owned. That's a plus. His year so far. Listen to this shit. 33rd, 30th, 14th, miscut, 16th, 32nd. That is solid, pure professional golf from a professional golfer. just taking his big dick out there onto the first tee, throwing it out there and saying, send me my check on Monday, bitches. His record here, all right, a little spotty, but remember those sequence games when you were a kid? 24th, miscut. 62nd, miscut. 24th, miscut. What happens next? 28th? Little T28? Big Dick Nick Taylor, T28? I love it. I mentioned before that my new best friend, Stevie Vanford, made a comp to Riviera. Little cross-contamination. I don't know what he was referencing or who he was referencing or whatever. Makes me wonder why Max Homa's not playing this week, CP. Mr. Quail Hollow, Mr. Riviera, why aren't you fucking playing? He just played well at Bay Hill. Why aren't you playing the Valspar? Who's your agent, man? This is a great spot for you, Max Homa. That's all right. Count your money. Yeah, Nick Taylor, T20, Riviera. Well, California guy. Canadians love California. Now, granted, we're in Florida. I understand that. Adam Hadwin, he won here. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Nick Taylor, Quail Hollow, T26. Right in that sweet spot. That's our floor for Big Dick Nick Taylor. Now, I know he's not going to win. I know he's probably not going to finish in the top 10. How about a top 40? Casey Kasem. How about a top 40? We're bringing you the hits this week. And a top 40 from Nick Taylor. I like that one. It's a solid, under the radar, quiet, unassuming, yet, bringing that energy. He withdrew last week prior to players. Not a penile injury, perhaps. My brother, I much rather you share this stuff with me after the show. I can't handle this. This is what Andy Lack did to me last week. Just let me do my thing, and then I'll accept all. I may not accept it, but I will handle all pushback after the fact. You're killing my You're killing my buzz. You're killing my mood. I know you understand. Nail's hands would be number one in the NFL draft. Well, I know what to say. All right. What do we got here? All right, so that's it. So who did I bet? We're at about an hour. Show's over. I'm going to play Terrell Hatton, Tommy Fleetwood, Gary Woodland, maybe, Aaron Wise, Francisco Molinari, and Nick Taylor, maybe. Now I'm on a maybe. I reserve the right to make any changes. I reserve the right to not tell you. Because who cares? Just fading my shit anyway. Because I have absolutely nothing of value to offer. Right? Right. And suck on that outright last week. All right. I like Hatton a lot. Kind of like Molinari a little bit. There's a little bet on him at 130 to 1. I wasted some money on Aaron Wise and Keegan and Nick Taylor. For shits and giggles. Tommy Fleetwood, I like him. Those are the ones I like. Hatton, Molinari, Fleetwood. Little Mollywood. Little Euro flavor. Henrik Stenson just got named captain. He's in the field. Another Bay Hill guy, by the way. Henrik Stenson, who I think has a halfway decent record here when he was Henrik Stenson. I could be wrong about that. Might be making that up. But hey, let's try to impress the new captain. Let's have ourselves a week, a month before the Masters. Let's show Cap what we got. It's possible. Shut up, all of you. How hungry are you this week coming off a win? I'm really not that hungry. Kyle Dotson, you fucking ringer. I'm glad you asked because I've been thinking about this. I put out my tweet earlier about, after a win and everything else. Listen, I had a late start to the week. I didn't look at anything until yesterday. Now, I put in a full night's work last night. Not enough to remember that Woodland was fucked and not enough to remember Nick Taylor WD'd for something. He's probably hurt. So, a little sloppy on my end. Doesn't matter. I like Terrell Hatton a lot. That was the first thing I did. I texted my brother right away, and I said, I got it. This is the guy this week. And I went back and I listened and I read a couple things and didn't see a lot of Hatton buzz. I'm like, he's the guy. So outside of that, if I get that right, then I don't really care about everything else. Am I hungry? Yeah. I mean, I want to back it up right in the mix. But, I'm not greedy. And next week's the fucking match play. I love the match play. It's one of my favorite terms of the year. I already got the guy in my head. Can't wait for those brackets to come out. I got the guy. Next week's show will be fun. All right. I bet you could bet hole-in-one props. Now, you got 5 par 3s, and all of them are like monster par 3s, so you got to get really lucky. But if you could pick the right player to make a hole-in-one, they pay you like 80-1 odds, which really is low. It should be higher. But put $5 on Xander to make a hole-in-one. I won $400. That was fun. In Europe, I bet George could see it at 25-1 for a couple bucks on him. And I have a matchup parlay that 7 legs. I don't love that. So we're not going to talk about that. If I win, though, I will tell you about it on Sunday night. How about that? Gary Woodland is not in the matchup parlay, so that's good. But Big Dick Nick Taylor is. That could be a problem. But he's up against a guy who's always hurt anyway, and Pat Perez. So Nick Taylor could beat Pat Perez in his fucking sleep. Yeah, that's right. I said it. So we'll see how that works out. So I'm going to take Hat as my one and done. Oh, last thing. Oh, you're so smart, Jeffrey. This is the 26th ranked tournament in terms of money. It's a firm 26th. There's like 3 tournaments tied for 25th, but this is 26th. And the OWGR number 26 is Matthew Fitzpatrick. So Matthew Fitzpatrick will be my second one and done. It's also the one and done on my dad's. Good old Pops. So we'll keep an eye on Matthew Fitzpatrick this week. Although, you know who he's matched up against this week? Not a coincidence. Terrell Hatton. That's right. Fitzpatrick's a little chalky. Hatton's going to wipe the fucking floor with him. Which is sad because I have Fitzpatrick as one of my one and dones, and so does my dad, but Hatton's going to kick his ass this week. We think. It's golf. Nobody knows. I don't know shit. Shout out to Charlie. We missed him tonight. I don't know who he likes. No, wait. You know what? I do know who he likes. Give me a second. Charlie. Who does Charlie like? Is it Answer? It might be Answer. I don't think it's Kokrak. It might be Answer. Kenny, I'll confirm that for you. It's very important information. So, yeah, maybe. Maybe he likes DJ too. I don't remember. I feel bad. Sorry, Charlie. I should have remembered. I don't know what else to say. All right, placing hole-in-one bets. Yep, playing with house money. Yeah. Oh! Thank you, my brother. You were talking about Max Homa. You weren't talking about Big Dick Nick Taylor. Okay. Well, our friend CP was talking to him in the airport. So he was obviously flying from the Flyers back to Arizona. So obviously he wasn't going to be playing Valspar. But I don't know. I just think it's a good course fit for him. Well, it might be a good course fit. It might be a terrible course fit for him. Maybe I'm way off about Riviera and Quail Hollow and Bay Hill. But if I'm right, I could have a huge week. You know what's funny? Well, it's not really funny. You know what's weird? One of my better weeks prior to last week was at the Travelers a couple years ago. Pete Dye Golf Course. Ball striking bastards. Paul Casey. Russell Knox. Like Emiliano Grillo. Those are my guys. I had a huge week at the Travelers a couple years ago. And I just had a huge week at another Pete Dye Golf Course last week. Now, the wave helped. But still. I don't know. If maybe when I just am very specific in what I'm looking for, that is helpful. Well, when it works out. Doesn't always work out, obviously. But, all right, that's it. I got nothing else. Thanks for watching the show. I hope you retweet it and like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitter, can you please go to the YouTube page and just subscribe and hit a like button or something? There's a whole chat going on over there. There's all people pissing me off. Have some fun. If you don't know how to do that, just you're on my Twitter right now. Just click the bio, and my YouTube link is in there. Just click it. It'll take you right there. Hit that subscribe button. Help a brother out. All right? All right. I might be a Pete Dye specialist. Ball striking bastards. Michael Milwaukee. Been fucking telling you this for years. I'm out of yoo-hoo. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Anybody, a little Q&A? Anybody have any questions? Anything? I forgot to shake it. You know how bad unshaken yoo-hoo is? Not great. Anybody got any questions? Placing hole-in-one bets. Dude, you got the whole field 80-1. You got to pick a player. I'm like, let me pick Xander, hole-in-one. Do you know I had 2 hole-in-ones last week? Hovland had a hole-in-one and Larry had a hole-in-one. It was my week. Rom put up a 9. Fucking fantastic. So yeah, it's all house money. It's all gravy. We don't need a win. I got 2. I'm on my second yoo-hoo. I'm really thirsty. It's amazing. Yes, I'm so thirsty, and I can't drink the water I have. I guess I could. I could just get water in the morning. But good content. Possible sponsorship. Yoo-hoo. Made in Carlstadt, New Jersey, by the way. Shout out. All right, nobody's got anything. We're just going to comment on my juice boxes. All right. I'm going to go. Thank you so much. Like, retweet, share, whatever. Good luck this week. Next week, we'll be back Sunday night, weather permitting, for a little post-game wrap. See if we did anything. And then we'll be back Tuesday next week for the match play, which starts next Wednesday. So how about that? The match play is my favorite. We're breaking down brackets. Pete Dye Golf Course, by the way. Fuck yeah. Let's fucking go. I love the match play. We're 2 weeks out from the Masters. We're going to be high on the hog next week. All right. That's it. I'm done. Thank you. Have a good night. And I will see you guys Sunday, perhaps. All right. Good luck this week. Bye-bye.